Hey guys, it's a girl in a center. You're welcome to my kitchen where we make simple but delicious homemade recipes. For today's menu, we have Banga Soup. Banga Soup is a West African soup made from palm kernel extract. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, thank you for stopping by. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Please subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video. Different tribes have their different styles of cooking banga soup. And today I'll be bringing you the Niger Delta style. That's the people from the Delta part of Nigeria. However, I'll be making this with a slight twist. Let's go. And for my soup today, I'll be using some fresh goat meat, smoked turkey. For those of you who know smoked turkey, it gives your soup that bush meaty taste. It's really nice in soups especially. I have the the extract, that's the pumpkin extract in form of paste. I am using the canned one today, and in future videos I will show you how I process my banga to minimize the quantity of oil flowing on top of it, because the soup can be very oily. Next, I have some dried tilapia fish and blended crayfish. Next, I have a blend of the banga spices. Unfortunately, I am not able to show you the individual components of this blend, as I pick them up in the market and get them blended. That way I get this very smooth texture, as my blender would not blend them this smooth. And here comes the twist to this my banga soup for today. Instead of the banga leaf for banga soup, which is called beletientien or atama leaves, I will be using bitter leaf, some dry bitter leaf. I do not have beletientien, and I believe that when Mr. Right is not available, we can make Mr. Available become Mr. Right. Cooking is an art and a science. It's about what you make of it. It's your creativity, your ability to bring ingredients together and make it delicious. That's the whole idea of cooking. So for today, I'm going to be bringing a twist to my banga soup by using dry bitter leaf instead of belletete. Next, I have the other ingredients to cook my meat. I have my seasoning cubes, one onion, I have the Scotch bonnet and garlic, and as well as the banga stick, otherwise known as liquorice. At this point, you can add your salt. I personally do not use salt to boil my meat, and that's why I use loads of garlic. And trust me, it does not impact on the taste or smell of my cooking. With the goat meat in the pot, I add the chopped onions. I add my pressed garlic. I slice in the Scotch bonnet. I like to boil my meat with Scotch bonnet, as it gives it that spicy taste, and that way I don't have to bother to use dry pepper to make my soup. Next, I crush in the seasoning cubes. I then flip my pot to mix the meat with the ingredients. Next, I add 3/4 of a cup of water to the meat and allow it to cook until it is tender. Once the goat meat is tender, I transfer to a bigger pot which I want to use to cook the banga soup. I add the smoked turkey to the meat just so it boils and becomes tender, and gets the seasoning to get into the smoked turkey as well. Next, I add the dried bitter leaf. Adding it at this point so that it can have enough time to cook and release its flavor into the soup, as well as to become tender, as it is quite dry. So I allow it to cook for as long as possible. Then I add the banga stick, also known as licorice. Its English name is licorice stick. It just gives the soup that nice flavor and aroma. And for this stick, I give you a secret. I always reuse it. I rinse it and put it in the freezer bag. Please don't judge me. Next, I add the blended crayfish and the filleted catfish. I've already cleaned it, removed the guts and the bones, and made it into fillets. I then allow everything to boil for a few minutes. Once the dry fish is tender, I then add the banga spice mix and allow it to cook for a minute or two before adding my banga paste. That's the palm nut paste. Like I said earlier, I'd already prepped my palm nuts or palm kernel paste before using, so that way I minimize the quantity of oil that flows on top of my banga soup, as well as strain the gritty residues at the bottom of the banga paste. I then allow to boil for about 4 to 5 minutes so that the meat can absorb the taste of the soup, and I keep stirring from time to time to prevent the whole ingredients getting stuck at the bottom of the pot. This soup has such an intensely delicious flavor from the blended spice mixture, as well as the licorice stick, and the bitter leaf gives it that bitter sweet taste that you would want to linger on in your mouth hours after eating this soup. And the soup is so versatile that you can use it to pair up with swallow either pounded yam or starch, and you can use it to eat rice as well. It is so delicious, guys, and my soup is ready. It is so yummy. I have paired it up with pounded yam, and guess what, it is just absolutely yummy. I thank you guys for joining in. Thank you if you're a new subscriber. Thank you. You're welcome to the family. And for my returning subscribers, I can't thank you enough. Until I see you in my next video, eat well, look after yourselves. Bye.